Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Santa
I
Oberon.
had to think about it.
Okay, Elf Oberon. And me, Banshee. Welcome to the show with the wet hair. Obviously, I'm the delay today. My apologies, totally. I was trying to dig up some other decks to use today and found them at long last.
Hi, Gloria. Yes, you may have a reading, of course.
You absolutely can. I've added you to the list, Gloria. I'll be posting that in a minute. Welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody.
And whew, wow, I felt like sleeping in today. Of course, it was a wet night here in, Metro Detroit area. We got a lot of snow. Well, we got a good amount of snow. Some of it melted away because we got some rain mixed in. So I'd say down in our area, in our city, we have about 3 inches maybe. Yeah. But other places really got socked.
Yeah, there was a lot of travel incidents, and we were supposed to travel to a live event yesterday, but we canceled. We saw this coming for a few days, so we knew we probably weren't going to be able to make it.
And when they mentioned that area of the state was up for 8 to 12 inches of snow,
Oh, no.
we decided not to. It's a 2, 3 hour drive. We would have gotten stuck in it somewhere along the way.
Oh,
So,
heck no.
yeah. Anyway, introducing our new friend here, Comet, recent acquisition. And I can't help but think that Comet is tied into the three Atlas craze going on, which is why the Beanie Babies named it Comet. It's my guess. It's adorable. Got to have a little alien in our holiday spirit. No, and Michigan drivers, I mean, you would think we'd all be used to this, but we're not. And some people just drive very badly, and there's usually a lot of accidents, especially with the first big snowfall. Right, Mr. O?
Yeah, it's like everybody forgets how to drive or how to drive in slippery weather, or everybody thinks, I've got four-wheel drive.
Oh,
Nothing's going
one
to
minute,
happen.
Mr. O.
You want me to show that?
I do, but I just wanted to make sure. I don't think there are reversals. Yeah. It's been a year since I used this one, so it's a season of the Witch Yule
For
Oracle
our opening card for the collective.
card for the collective, and Mr. O is going to pick one out for us. It's just our card for the collective, and that's by Lorianne Anderson. I've added a tarot deck by Lorianne, which I'll be talking about
Thank
later,
you, Jackie.
into the mix today. What you got?
Did you say they could be reversed? No.
No.
Merriment.
Yay! Who doesn't like that? Feasting, merriment. There it is. The keywords are happiness and following your soul. So let's see. You never know what tomorrow holds. Our ancestors were very aware of day to day dangers. A hunting trip could go wrong, a car trip in bad weather, right, Mr. O? Or a disease could wipe out an entire village. Perhaps that is why celebrations were such grand affairs. They were reminders to enjoy life when you could. What our ancestors didn't have are the opportunities we have today. It's never been easier to seek higher education, start your own business, or move away to a faraway place. Imagine what our ancestors would have done if so many paths to sources and joy were available to them. This card guides you to act on the things that bring you joy. Start a business if that aligns with your soul. Switch careers. Sign up for vocal training or retire early to spend more time with your family. Merriment has come to you because your soul is yearning for more moments of happiness that you are not getting in your current positions. Well, needless to say, I was forced to retire early from my job, and it turned out being the best thing ever because with my cancer diagnosis, I need that time to enjoy life now and enjoy doing the things like this that I love to do. And so, life is short. Do things that bring you joy. Do things that bring you happiness. Pursue it as much as you can. I know sometimes in life we can't always get the career we want or crave, but there are other things you can do in your life to bring you joy, right?
That's right.
So bring some merriment and joy, and particularly at this
Oh,
time of year when, a
bless
lot
you.
of people get seasonal affective disorder. I've been guilty of that. Mr. O's had bouts of that. And now with the politics and all the
I'm
craziness in the
having a bout
world,
of sneezing right now.
I know, and I'm trying to do my reading and finish it. And so all the changing, hold it in, Mr. O. Didn't I give you a cough drop?
No, and I didn't ask for one.
Oh, it was here. You almost dropped it. Anyway, bring joy and merriment into your life. That's all I'm going to say. I'll end it right with that. And
Hi, Spirit Connections, Christine.
Christine, hi, it's good to see you.
We will put you on the list, of course.
I'll get the list going in just 1 second. Was there anyone else, Mr. O?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
And Spirit Connections likes Comet. Comet likes you too.
All right. Here's the list
All right.
as I have it. And let's get started. You know what? I don't have any questions, though, Mr. O. So,
Jackie wants an oracle.
funny that.
And
Well, we start with the season of the witch for you, Jackie.
why not?
Let's do that.
And I know that a few people have asked for general reading, so I think we're fine. We should be able to just read from this list. I know I can do it.
So, just for anybody new here, when we read oracle cards, we read what the person has and throw our own spin on it. When we read tarot, of course, that's a different story.
Yes.
We don't go by the book per se. We go by what we have learned from books and using the cards over many years.
Every once in a while, a particular deck that we may not be as familiar with throws us a little curve. Is that a knight or is that a princess or is that supposed to be the hermit or is that
Oh, well, my
so we occasionally have had to look at the booklet really quick
to make
if
sure we got
the
that right.
nomenclature was a little bit off for us,
Good
perhaps.
point, Mr. O. All right, Jackie. Let's see
Hi,
what the
Amy.
Yule Oracle, which I just brought out today, has for you. Oh, this is funny. It's wise men. If it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose. The Wise Men, number 42. What do the wise men have for you? Oops, I know I'm close.
All right, I'll get you guys on the list.
Yeah, please do that. Thank you. And update the numbers. So the keywords for the wise men are intellect, power, and conviction. So, wise men guide you to use your logic and your intellect at this time. There are times to be driven by the heart and emotion, but there are also times when your convictions, beliefs, and what you know to be right serve as your North Star. This is one of those times. Pulling wise men is a sign that you need clarity of mind to navigate your situation. Do not allow emotions to color your judgment. Be decisive and take control of your situation. Pulling the wise men card also is a sign that you are ready to step up and be the leader for others to follow. They may also come to a reading because they may represent a person in your life who has considerable power and authority. The person may be a lawyer, mentor, financial advisor, or teacher who has the experience needed to guide you on your path. If you don't have someone in your life who fits this description, you're being guided to find someone to call on for advice. Having a wise sage in your corner is always a good idea. So, I think whatever resonates here, Jackie, I think that, it's clearly maybe if you're dealing with a situation that seems a little bit beyond what you can handle, talk to an expert, speak to somebody who knows, consult somebody who is wise in what, in the circumstances that you're dealing with. And otherwise, I think this is a time for you to stand up for what you believe in and be, and to fight people logically. Oftentimes in today's world, people are reacting from their heart, but unfortunately, it's like a negative heart situation, where they're letting their emotions get the better of them over what they should really know to be true. They react emotionally rather than logically. And so this is one of those times where I think your logical brain is going to have to take over.
Well, I like this, and I like what you said there. To me, it sort of calls into mind maybe the idea that to some degree, the wise one, the wise man, can be an aspect of your higher self in some sense, or maybe a different kind of part of a persona. It could also be perhaps back to, real terms, somebody who maybe you feel could be your mentor, whether you engage with them right now or not. It may be somebody that somehow you realize you will have that kind of relationship, or you may be their mentor, things like that.
What do you got for the Leonard? Oh, the Lenormand.
Whoops.
We're sharing the Lenormand today. It's the Yuletide Lenormand, an indie deck I found, which I really like a lot. It's got Yule themes.
For some reason, I almost forgot I had to do the Lenormand.
I know.
Candy cane.
What
That's
number
the
is that?
cross, right? 6?
Number 6?
Yeah. No.
No. Well, it's a good thing I kept that around.
Oh
Number 6.
dear.
Number 6 is the clouds, I think. Are you sure it's number 6 or 36?
No, it's a single digit there, I see.
Okay.
Help us out, Jackie. You know Lenormand. It's number. Oh, you're right. I was looking at the card attribution.
I knew it. It is the
6.
cross.
It
It
is
is
the
the cross.
cross. I knew that. I
You
just
did. You
didn't know
did.
how
And
to
I
tell you
couldn't
what the
remember.
correct number was.
They actually gave multiple cards for a couple of the Lenormand, just to be more holiday like. And that's one of them. So the cross and the kitten indicates to me, I wonder here, because the kitten is the dog, in the traditional Lenormand. And I wonder here if this is you standing up to somebody in your circle, your circle of friends, because they're giving you some grief about something. They're either, trying to tell you how to do something, how to think differently, whatever the case may be. You might run across somebody, or let's just put it this way, maybe it's somebody you trust. You may need some outside advice on, how to handle the situation at any rate. So good luck with that, because the cross is about grief and worries and anxieties that are a little bit deeper than the norm. So this could be a heady situation, and maybe that part in the reading that talked about standing up, for yourself and your convictions is what's going on here. So good luck with that.
Hi, Celie. I got you on the list.
All right, and you know what? Okay, it worked this time. I had to reload my notes because your things weren't showing up, but it is now.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't know. Just one of those weird connection things. So that's what we have for you, Jackie. Good luck with that. We're going to move on to Siama. Sorry we're taking a little long at the beginning here as we.
I didn't really talk about that one.
I thought you did.
And no, I didn't. I just said it was the cross, and then I didn't even say it was the kitten.
By all means, go ahead.
Well, I'm kind of drawing a blank here because the kitten is like the dog, so it represents loyalty, a good friend. And the cross, the candy cane, represents disappointments, right?
Well, grief and sorrow,
Okay, grief and
deep
sorrow.
grief, right?
So
Or anxiety,
I almost wonder if this is saying that your expression of belief or resonance towards the wise person, whether it's a part of yourself or someone you engage with, represents, in a sense, feeling that maybe something else has sort of disappointed you, another friendship or another situation. It's sort of like it's a turn or it's a toggle in some way, especially maybe in terms of that you normally would expect your best advice or mentorship to come from a more loyal friend of yours. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, now that he's done that, when I think about it, this might also indicate that
Hi,
you
Kara.
should just be loyal to to facing this challenge, this struggle, because that's what the other cards were indicating too, that you might have to stand up for yourself. Be loyal to standing up for this struggle and trust yourself. Trust yourself to be able to do it.
You're welcome.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
with that. All right, let's move on. Just shaky start here, but I think I'm all together now. And it'll be your deck, Mr. O4 Siama.
All right, and that was a general reading.
Okay. I'm going to post the list. Right.
All right, which deck shall I use?
And I'll get the Lenormand going. So, general reading. All right.
I'm using Dark Angels Tarot.
This is a lazy day for me. I took it very slow this morning, obviously. Sorry about that. Um, but I did get some work done too, and I have some ideas for the year ahead. There may be a new video show coming, but it will be quarterly. We'll put it that way. More later on that. Hi, Kara. I'll get you on the list.
All right, so hi Libra.
And Libra. Hi, Libra.
So this was for Siama general reading. Our first card is the Upright Knight of Swords.
Upright Knight of Swords. All right.
Then it's the reverse Two of Swords.
Okay.
And then it's the reversed Empress. The Empress looks a little bit elfish here, or fairy-like.
Well, it's kind of interesting. Let me get the Lenormand in this mix. I sort of like the progression up to a point. Let's see what we've got here. And I don't always take the cards in sequence, but I think I will be. All right, there's the ring, which is the wreath in this deck, and the clover, which is acorns. All right.
That's nuts.
Next. Oh, funny, Mr. O. Boy, does that look interesting. All right.
Yes.
Well, wow. All right. I almost want to start with the Lenormand, though, because this is very interesting to me with the way
Go ahead.
I'm looking at this. And I'm seeing a complete picture here for this general reading, not just different things happening. I think this is saying luck will be on your side if you commit yourself to a specific choice, decision, path moving forward. And I think it's very evident here with the Knight of Swords being upright. I'm just going to run through this because I'm not going to be long. The Knight of Swords upright is saying it's time to make a move. It's time to make a move or decision. You are ready. You're ready, and with the Two of Swords reversed, you're definitely ready. You've given it all the thought you need, and the Knight of Swords wants to put pedal to the metal now and move on it. And once you're done, you can take a break and take care of you.
Wow, that was pretty fantastic, Banshee. I love what you did there.
That's what I see.
You know, knights are about advancing causes usually when they're aspected well, and this totally does feel like you've done the behind work, the planning. That's that Two of Swords. It's like you've gathered enough information to say, clear the decks for action.
which is at
and really
night.
move ahead. So Siama, there may be something you really are hoping to engage in fully. It may be a decision that is big, is what it feels like. So it could be a lot of things that are going on in your life, but you really want to move decisively because you feel like maybe it needs to happen now, and because then it does bring you to what Banshee said, like that time period where you can say, I'm done, I finished it, I accomplished it. In this circumstance, the Empress absolutely stands for a good, finished, or completed project or situation. And it just does seem like luck is favored on your side, like maybe that's why the movement is clear the decks now, because luck or providence has somehow brought these forces together, your ability to really move on it and everything you need to know, the knowledge or inspiration and the ultimate feeling of attainment, because you did it well, you did what you wanted to do. So good luck with that, Siama.
Yeah, good luck with that. I think that this is maybe this has something to do with the end of the year, something you want to get done by the end of the year.
I have that feeling.
Some move, or perhaps you're planning and setting the stage for what you want to get moving on at the start of the next year. So good luck with that.
And I see CJ has joined us. Hi,
Yep,
CJ.
got them on the list. Not sure I updated the numbers, so right. I'll have to check that. We just did 2 readings so far, right? Oh,
Um,
Jackie.
yeah, I think so.
Yep. So okay.
All right.
Oh, I got it right. Okay. All right, my deck. You get those. And what are we doing, Namira? What was Namira's question? Let's take a look
I'll
here.
look for it real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, you said it was Namira, right?
Yep.
Okay, it looks
Oh,
like.
I see it. Update on my neighbor Corian with her triples. I didn't hear anything back from her. I heard from her neighbor that it is the same there, and now if they make noise, she does it back. How will this go? Do you think one is going to move or will it get better?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, fighting fire with fire is sometimes what people feel they have to do in these neighbor wars. I get that. I really do. I am going to use, I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to bring it out. The Season of the Witch Winter Tarot. And I was going to wait till Yule to bring it out, but you know what? Because it's from Yule to Imbolc, this deck. You know what? Snow has already come early. Frigid January temperatures have already come early. So what the heck? Right, Mr. O?
Grab a deck.
That's right.
That's the deck.
Grab the Winter Tarot deck. It's a beautiful themed deck. I think you're going to love it. And we'll be using it for the cards for the collective somewhere around the Yule time. We're using Mr. O's deck right now for social media. All right, let's see how it will go between the two of them and what's up there. Well, it's not a solution for peace, no. I can understand, the feeling though. As an Aries, as a hot-headed Aries. All right, one more shuffle. I mixed them up real good before the show, so we'll see how it goes. Did a reading for myself. Okay, we start off. You talked about moving. We've got the Winter Chariot upright. We have the Seven of Winter Cups upright. Wow. And apprentices are knights. I know this. So it's the Knight of Winter Swords. Upright. They're all upright, which is interesting to me. Um, Something might happen fast. I don't. What do you got?
The sleigh
Look at that.
and the poinsettias.
You know, there is all kind of movement in this reading, so I'm not sure what to make of it, but something is going to move the needle here. Okay? Whether somebody is actually going to move or they're finally going to get the idea that they have to change, their behavior. Something is going to move here because you have that chariot and you have the knight of that's the winter swords or cups. Which one is it? It's swords, right?
It's winter cups. The one in the
No, no,
middle?
the one on the end.
Oh, winter swords. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's all this
Then why did
movement,
you
fast
ask?
things happening. And so I think something is about to transpire. And maybe, sometimes the chariot is actually somebody trying to pull things together. So either maybe the person who's you didn't hear from is trying to pull herself and things together to move, or maybe she's trying to get her act together and get, some, order to the chaos that's going on in her life. She's trying to rein all of this in ultimately.
I mostly feel that the winter chariot represents you, perhaps,
Hmm.
and you advancing, towards handling the situation as you have already. So I sort of feel like this is saying you're just sort of keeping up with the challenge, or the momentum of the chariot. You're sort of prepared to take it to the next level if necessary.
Nice, Jackie. I understand. And yeah, it's you never know what you're going to get if you try something like that these days. It's true.
Okay, so
So
that was just the first card.
right. Well, I looked at the last one too, just
Uh,
saying, and the thing is, let's look at the middle and the last one because they kind of fit together too.
mhm.
That Seven of Cups is indicating that people are thinking about their options right now. What are their options? They're trying to work it out. And I think ultimately they will make a decision with that Knight of Swords at the end, and maybe it won't be too long in coming. Maybe the decision will be made for them. Maybe management will get involved. I mean, that's always possible here.
Well, I think sometimes when I look at the Seven of Cups, the idea too is piercing the veil between what are the real options and what are the fantastical ones that are just not really practical. And so this could be saying figuring out a real solution or answer here when there may be some curves or red herrings thrown at that are sort of like, well, what if I do this or what if this? In other words, don't don't defer making the right valid answer or moving in the right valid direction. And that's, I think, is supplied by the Knight of Swords, really, is saying um, not backing down from that,
I'm
which is kind of
keeping
like what
this
it said
all
in the chart.
about your neighbors and how they're responding to each other. And when I look at the poinsettia and the sleigh, I'm thinking to myself here because sometimes the poinsettia which is the lilies, can be about doing the virtuous thing, doing the right things, And I think here that maybe somebody is going to move this thing in the right direction. Whether it's that person, which they don't seem very receptive and responsive to people's, concerns, or if it's somebody else who's going to move this needle, it's going to happen ultimately. I really feel
I agree with that.
somebody is going to do the right thing here, and there is movement. There's so much movement in this reading. There's three cards that really indicate movement.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah. So something, whether they move or things change, it will happen. Something is going to definitely move things. in
I
a
hate to be scorpionic, but this is in most areas of the world a not great time to have to move if
right. It's
things
true.
things really move in a certain direction. So usually people would probably rather comply and figure it out rather than, just pick up and move because nobody wants to move at this time of year really for whatever winter reasons or, other reasons.
Wow. So good luck with that, Namira.
Good
It's going
luck.
to be interesting to see how all this goes down. All right. We are on Sonali.
All right. I hope it does.
Yes, I hope there are peaceful resolutions all the way around. Hi, Rowan.
Hi,
We'll
everyone.
get you on the list. You're not too late yet. We got a late start today anyway.
All right. So Sonali writes like for divine message, please, for New Year 2026. So I think the like four part was they were the fourth person in and liked number
Yeah,
four.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So they're looking for a divine message for the New Year 2026. That's me,
Okay.
right?
Yep, your deck. And
All
I'll take
righty.
those.
Yes, you will. You will.
And I'll take the ones that are still up there.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Thank you. All right.
All righty. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses,
Okay.
the pretty but odd little deck.
You're welcome, Namira.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, so it's for 2026. All right.
All right, thank you for your question, Rowan. We'll get to that.
Okay. Whoops. Wow.
Ten of Coins is upright.
Okay.
Nine of Coins is upright.
Oh, hi, Angel.
Hi,
We
Angel.
can get you on the list. We got a little bit of a late start today ourselves. As you can see, my hair is still wet.
Well, the camera's not on yet, so
Oh,
we'll
okay.
know for about a minute. I'm trying to decide. I think this is the king as opposed to the queen. No, it's actually the queen.
Yeah, it's the queen. I could tell right away it's a woman. But
Well,
also,
but this is the Tarot of the Princesses, so some
oh, you're
it's
right.
yeah. But
Sorry, I forgot.
I think the king has a more luxe looking crown.
Yeah, I think you're
It
right.
does because I just looked through that. So that's a queen.
So it's the queen of
Pentacles.
pentacles upright.
Yeah, so all our pentacle cards are upright, which is pretty nice for a divine message.
So it's
Hi,
the
Angel.
nine of pentacles. You've got a very nice reading for 2026,
Yeah, this is definitely a
Sonali.
divine
Well,
message,
wait, I'm
Denali.
not done. Wait, hold my beer. It's the Yule log, which is the coffin, but it is paired with the clover. And the clover tends to brighten up every card in a reading. It's just such good luck. I don't think it means an end to good luck. I think it means good luck comes from an ending. But we'll get to that later. All right. So,
Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. These relate to a level of support or security or comfort that may be as a result of your environment, or maybe in some cases, who's in your environment, the suggestion of family or people that, are your chosen family.
Well, yes, I think here there's either more support coming from family or that you have been able to create for yourself, Sonali. This is like financially in 2026 or materially, everything just seems to be go will be going very smoothly. I think you will have little worries there. You will feel comfortable. You will feel, safe and secure and comfortable where you are at in life. And I think family in whatever form it takes for you, whether it's a real close group of friends, if it's really your nuclear family, if it's like your own personal family, it's gonna be very important to you in 2026,
It
right?
brings a lot of joy or appreciation for what you have attained or what you have attained with others, what you share in the family connection. And the Queen of Pentacles, I think, is also really strong in this idea that maybe puts you in that driver's seat, so to speak, that you may be more of an important source of generating income or generating economic prosperity or security or comfort.
Yeah, and then we have, of course, the Queen of Pentacles, which again to me just seems like this is a year where you're going to be working on your own personal financial well-being, or perhaps maybe even some health issues. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be sick because I don't see
No,
that
we don't
here.
see that.
But what I am seeing is somebody who is working on maintaining good health in the year ahead and
Okay.
good habits that, enough exercise, enough rest, enough downtime so you don't feel stressed all the time. It just seems like everything is coming together to be a very good material year for you, one way or another.
Yeah, it seems like this year is going to be a year of prosperity and really kind of understanding how everything fits together in your life, things that support you, family, your home, your environment.
So that's where you're going to be focusing a lot of your attention on, I think, too, family. And also just know that there's going to be a lot of support here, for what it is you are doing or hoping to accomplish in the year ahead.
All
So
right.
good luck with that. All right. Gloria is up. Welcome, Gloria.
Hi, Gloria.
Oh, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Right. I'm going to use one of my not so Yuli. Well, I'm going to use this deck. I'm going to use this one. I got another new deck recently. It's not a Yule deck, and I forgot the name of it. Bone Stone and whatever.
Gloria, do you have a specific question or would you like a general reading?
Yeah, feel free to
There
take.
you are. Okay.
Okay, there it
Thank
is.
you.
Omen Iron Monkey.
Thank you.
Clarice Mail thinking about me missing me. Ah, well, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Whoopsie. One more shuffle, because this deck's a little bit thicker. The cards. There we go. All right. All right, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is upright. The Eight of Swords is reversed. Boy, this card. No matter what deck we use, it just keeps coming up this season so far. It is the Four of Swords upright.
Yes.
All right.
And in the Lenormand are the home card and the child card.
All right. Channeling messages. Is he missing you? Um, Maybe to some extent. I will say there's a possibility here. Um, when I see the Ten of Wands upright, it's somebody who's carrying kind of a burden of some sort, and when we're talking about the emotions here or how somebody might be feeling about you, it may be that they're holding on to some heavy feelings about you. And so I will say this, I believe they may be thinking about you, they may be missing you, or they may be thinking about you, and it's weighing heavily on them. Perhaps it could have to do with, this time of year as well.
Right, there is something about this, the sense that maybe they feel, I'm going to just say it, that maybe they feel, in some ways, they need to do certain things in order to be able to reunite with you, like an obligation, something is sort of keeping them from you fully engaging, but maybe they're seeing that this is a sense of changing things in their life to make it easier for this to happen. I'm wondering a little bit if that's tied into the next card.
I knew you were going to say that, and I can see why you went that way. I'm not feeling
Okay.
necessarily a reunion here. I do feel, though, that they kind of, want to come out of their shell a little bit now. They may be harboring a lot of heavy feelings, and maybe they're trying to come to terms with it. They're trying to get over it. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're trying to move beyond you either. They're just trying to not let themselves feel so overwhelmed that they're maybe feeling by this right now.
Well, I wasn't exactly going to go where you might have thought I was going to go.
Okay.
I'm actually wondering if the Eight of Swords reverse makes them feel like something they were doing was really like a mask to hide from or wasn't really their real self, and that maybe they're wondering if that burden or that obligation to free themselves from is that maybe they weren't exactly truthful or that they didn't really represent themselves totally truthfully. That's kind of what I'm feeling, like maybe they're not ready to necessarily meet you again because they sort of feel that's what's between you is the sense that they weren't exactly being their honest self.
Well, again, I look at the Four of Swords and I'm thinking to myself that they really aren't thinking, they may be missing you or they may be thinking about you, but that Four of Swords and being in an upright position like that makes me feel that they're working on themselves right now. They're trying to put some of this heaviness behind them. They're trying to restore themselves, their energy, their feelings. They may have other things going on in their life too that might be causing this because they seem like they're pretty tired out or worn out, and I think that's called the worn out soldier or something like that on the
Okay,
card.
it's possible we're going a little too heavy according to that. Um,
Oh,
maybe,
oh, for crying out loud. Okay,
or I was.
okay. Well, okay, thanks for that. No, thanks for that information. Sometimes I got the feeling here that maybe there was a bigger separation going on. What I think is going on here is they've got a lot of heavy stuff going on right now that they may be dealing with, and they may feel like um, that they need to break out of what's holding them up right now. They need to break out of that.
Well,
They may be missing you, but I feel like they're more focused on some other things that are troubling them right now.
yeah, I guess that would be my ultimate conclusion is that there may be some amount of missing you, but I think to me, those three tarot cards sort of represent factors that they're trying to deal with in their life, either trying to rest more or to put more distance between them and other problems. And I don't, if they're not between you guys, which I can agree with that, then it just may be other things on their mind at this time.
And if they're not dealing with a health issue at this time, they really do need to unwind and decompress a little bit and de-stress. So, I mean, if you haven't spoken in a few days, maybe it might be nice to check in with them and see if they need anything right now, because I have a feeling they may be experiencing some kind of pressures right now in their life. The child
Home.
and the home indicate to me that they're taking steps, they are taking small steps towards making themselves feel in a better position now. I kind of feel that way with the Four of Swords. They need to recharge and rest. I kind of feel that they need to unburden themselves and that slowly they're going to be doing it. They're going to get back to feeling more comfortable again and better about conditions going forward. So I don't know if you know what's going on with them right now. I mean, it's only been a few days. Maybe we're crazy here, but it just seems like it's either work stress or stress with family or something else that maybe financially, something else that might be going on in their lives, if not physically too.
Well, if you normally have more proximity with this person, either because you live together or you see each other more often, this could be saying that they are slowly trying to reunite. Like maybe they're trying to balance some other things they're going through right now, but they are also thinking about you too, because it seems to me like they're trying to move back towards you in a way.
Well, now that I know the situation, I mean, I can see what he is saying. But it's not like a super reunion. You guys are together, as you say.
Yeah,
So, it just means
they got
that,
a lot to work out, or they have things that are delaying them.
right.
I said it first. No, I didn't.
So, so anyway, sorry if we messed that up a little bit for you there. Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of more info because we read the cards directly. We use our intuition. My intuition was looking at a reunion or a possible reason why there's no reunion right now, and maybe they are pretty busy. So they may miss you, but you might be the one that may have to reach out because they seem to be dealing with something right now.
All
So
right, good
I
luck with
wish you
that.
luck with that.
I
Ah,
see.
okay.
That can get pretty involved.
Well, that can be, especially these days. Wow. Well, good luck
Good
with
luck,
that.
Gloria.
Thank you for stopping in. And I like this deck. I really do.
All right, we are on Christine, also known as Spirit Connection.
What you got for us, Christine?
And what does Spirit want me
It's
to
kind of
know?
my bad too, Gloria. I usually ask if there's no contact or stuff like that. We should ask more questions. We're librarians, doggone it.
True that. All right, I'm going to use my Ghost Tarot for Christine's question, which is basically, what does Spirit want me to know?
Oh, okay. So, my reading for that? All
Yes.
right. Is that the deck we both have? I can't remember. Is that the ghost? Oh, that's that other one.
Yeah, there's more than
Yeah.
one Ghost Tarot.
There's the Ghosts
I
of
like
Spirit
mine, that's for
Tarot.
sure.
There's the Ghost Tarot. There's the Haunted House Tarot. All kinds of good ghostly decks. There's the Unfinished Business Tarot by M.J. Coulinane. I love that one.
All right, so we're going to do the 1, 2, 3 method. So, what does Spirit want you to know? And it is death, great change, change.
Wow.
So, we know it's great change. Spirit may want you to realize that there is a big change coming to you. It could be one you know something about, but more likely it may be something that you don't know everything about.
Change is coming, and whether you're aware of it or not, it would be wise to just go with the flow here and not fight it. It's probably something
Yeah.
that will be to your benefit, whether it's your benefit immediately or further down the road. I guess that remains to be seen. But it looks like positive change is coming, and we should welcome the growth.
Right. Change, when it's represented this way, usually means you are moving towards something that you have not really had or encountered yet. You're moving towards something. All right. So, why is that important? And it is the Ten of Wands upright. The change may have a lot to do with the level of burdens or obligations in your life. It may change that. It may make them greater for a time, or it may make them dissolve in certain
Is
ways.
that the Ten of Wands again?
Yeah.
So, why is it important? Because, yes, it may appear at first rather challenging to, accept this change that's coming your way. But it's important for you to take this on at this time, regardless of the pressure, the burdens you might be faced with. This is a time of growth, and also change sometimes is not easy, but it is always fulfilling in one way or another, whether you learn and grow or whether you just leap by leaps and bounds grow.
There's an idea here, at least from my point of view, that although this may represent a significant challenge and or change to things that you thought were established, there is a real payoff, and it's more the payoff of what you understand, like the epiphanies you get from it, the realizations that you didn't quite realize before, but now you will. So
Where are things headed?
I know I've been stalling because I'm hoping this will be a good card. Where are things headed?
No, it is.
And it's the
It's not.
reversed Ace of Swords.
All right. Well, it's headed to what may seem like an empty victory. I'm not sure that it is, I'm totally not sure that it is, but it's headed that way. And I think that you may not see, because you're facing some challenges here, right? And it seems like it's maybe not worth making that change. What is that card? The Ten of Wands.
Right.
That it's more trouble than it's worth. So it's going to seem like an empty victory for you. But I'm not sure that it is yet until I look at the Lenormand. But why
Well,
don't you go
before you
ahead?
do that,
Yes.
the other way that I will occasionally look at a reversed Ace of Swords is that this may be saying that if there was a new beginning, a new project, a new thing starting, that maybe it'll be delayed. It's not saying it won't ever happen, but that there may be a big delay in getting it going. It may be that why it was important, the significant challenges means you'll have to take more time getting there or finding the way to implement it.
Okay, so I'm going to add Karishma 7890
Hi, Karishma. And hi, Zach.
and Zach.
Oh, you have it too, Angel? Yeah, it's a pretty
But you
cool.
guys are at the end of the list, so if you can't stay, leave your question so we can answer it for you, okay? Because it's going to be a little bit of a while before we can get to you.
Right, and if folks go away and we can't find them in the chat room when it's their turn to lead the question, they may have to be dropped from the list.
Okay, and I'm posting that the list is closed now, but everybody that's on the list will get a reading, and I'll post the list in just a moment. So no worries there. Let me post it right now again, just so everybody can see where we're at. There it is. Okay, so we're still on Spirit Connections reading. We're finishing it up. And the reason I wanted to see these first before I decided if that's really an empty victory or not is because of this.
The stocking, and I'm drawing a blank.
What number is it?
9.
That is the flowers.
Oh, stinky flowers. Oh, me so bad. And the clock tower, which is, of course, the tower.
So I think what's coming your way is going to be very valuable to you. It's a gift, it's a gift in disguise. We have to remember sometimes that some of the challenging changes and situations that we go through are truly blessings in disguise. And that's what I think is going on here. I think there's going to be more work for you, and it's going to be productive, it's going to be growthful, and it's going to give you blessings. Could this be about your martial arts? Maybe. Could this be about a new job coming your way or employment opportunity? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm seeing that because of the tower, of course, and I guess you are too.
Yeah.
But right, it does feel like I like how you said that, blessing in disguise. It may be that uh, the delays that might be happening here are really for better alignment with this new position or this new situation. That will be a blessing in disguise. I like those words. So good luck with that.
So good luck with that. That's what we have for you. So we're moving on to Ari, and Ari's got her question right there. Well, let's see what the cards say there, Ari. I'll grab a deck. I think I'll use the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I just brought that one back out.
Well, realistically, at some point, everybody has to have some level of acceptance for things like that, especially when it's about, somebody that they
Oh,
feel, overly protective of, a child, that kind of thing. At some point,
maybe.
they may all come to acceptance. Not all.
Right, because there are
Most do.
parents that have disowned their children for their sexuality or other things. So I gotta say that it's not always true. But yes, hey, my mom used to call him creepo weirdo when I first met him, but she came to terms with everything over time.
I fooled her. Hey,
So,
Christine, I like what you said there. Thank you. Thanks, Zach, for
all
posting the
right,
question
Zach,
too.
we will do that for you. Thank you for posting.
Good luck, Christine, and
And
happy
you can
holidays.
always look up where you are on the list, when you go back to read this, should you leave, and now you'll be able to find your reading. And since you're right at the end like that, you have to scroll down quite a ways to get there. All right. So,
Right, is mom taking a chill pill?
let's see if Mom is chilling out here with the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot.
It's her nightmare before Christmas.
Apparently, for whatever reason, Moms.
Hmm.
Well, I could take this one way or another, but it's the magician upright.
Yes, we do. So, right. Thanks for mentioning that. I'm like drawing a blank, but yeah, uh, that's the
You're
16th. Yeah,
Sagittarius, right? Yeah, we should be doing
we'll
yours.
line you up for that.
All right.
I don't know the calendar, but it would probably be good if we could do it either the Sunday or Thursday before.
Did she say it was the 16th?
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. December
16th is a
16th was a
Friday.
Tuesday, so we could do it on the 14th, or we could do it on the 18th, which is after your birthday, which would be Thursday.
I agree with that too, Jackie. Alrighty,
So,
let's.
Ari, you've got the magician as the first card upright. I think that's interesting. I don't know what to make of that yet. Oh, wow.
Thanks. We'll let you know.
And then you've got the next card in the deck, the High Priestess, reversed.
Wow, the magician and the high
Oh boy, wait
priestess.
till you see this, Mr. O. It's not going well. And it's the Three of Swords upright. Well, I think she's very sad about this situation. It's causing her some sorrow. Oh, she's thinking of the family.
It's
There's
a
the
family
tree.
affair.
Oh boy.
Who's going to be the fox around the family tree? I think it could be her.
I know. I'm wondering here. All right, the magician. The magician is generally a good card, when it's upright, clearly. I think here, she has the ability to move past this should she want to, She really could. And maybe she is trying to muster the will to do so. I'm going to throw that out there because I see the magician as a positive here. She has the ability to do this. But that high priestess reversed is really bothering me here. I think she just can't totally mentally or emotionally, and I'm really thinking it's more emotionally, find her way to do it yet. The high priestess, I think her will is being clouded by, overwhelming emotions about you moving out before she feels you're ready to do so.
So those two cards sort of represent her warring within herself,
Yeah,
her more logical side and her more emotional side. And it's possible too that because it's the high priestess and it's reversed, she may be over imagining ill to befall you, or she has just concerns that sort of fall under that domain of, a high priestess, not able to see what she needs to see.
you know what? To be honest with you, Ari, I mean, all of this can be part of the healing process. We have to deal with, with mixed emotions as we heal from any sorrows and grief that we may be having. And so the magician is trying to pull her together, and the high priestess is still hanging strong there. Her gut is still not feeling it because she's worried about you. She's got a lot of anxiety and sorrow still about the situation that she has to work through. It's a process, it's a process.
Right, and most of the Aries that I know are generally a
What?
little impatient when it comes to working through a process. So I could see where maybe it's just going to take a lot longer, or it's going to take somewhat longer for her to resolve this than maybe you might want, better for her. I mean, you don't want her really to suffer. You want her to be good with your decision. And she's a Taurus, so
Oh
it's
my
likely that
gosh.
she's going to nurse this for a while, even after she logically works her way through it. She might still have some amount of regret about it, too.
I think here you're absolutely right, Jackie, because when you look at that Lenormand, now the fox can go two ways here. The fox can be
Yeah.
crafty in a smart way. I think she feels, on one level that she's smart in looking out for her family and she wants family unity still. Maybe some of this is a little bit selfish. Tauruses can have that from time to time, that maybe she's feeling, for her own needs, she wants you in the house still. Or maybe she feels she's doing this for your own good, keeping you in the household, with that tree being family. But the bottom line is, when I see the fox too, there's another element to the fox. And it could be like exactly what Jackie said here, that she's still keeping it to herself. Maybe some other people in the family knows how she's feeling about it, but she's not letting this out to you right now. She's holding in how torn she is about the situation.
We probably all have stories about this, that separation from the parent. My own was more than 50 years ago now. But it was like that. It felt really raw at first because I really was unhappy there for a lot of reasons I don't want to go into right now. And afterwards, it wasn't right away, but it was really I moved out in October. By the holidays, things were a lot better. They were able to understand me better. And I realized it's very different for boy children and girl children, so I get that too.
My mom came from a very structured, very old school environment because she was older when she gave birth to me. And so she goes back a ways when families stuck together till they were married off, basically. So she really wanted me to go to college to find a doctor to marry, and expected I would stay home the whole time. So, I do understand what you're going through, Ari, and
Her
how
daughter got
possessive
the dud.
and protective a parent could be, especially especially since I too am an Aries, and I too
Have a Taurus mother.
was dealing with a Taurus mother.
Damn. I'm sorry. I stole your thunder there, but I lived it
So,
too.
so hopefully, I promise you, everybody's different. She may take longer than other people to get over this, but she will get over this in time. Just kind of stick with her. Don't abandon her because of this, but just kind of understand that it may take her longer to accept the fact that you are a grown ass woman now and that you have a right to make these kind of decisions.
Shirley, her mom was literally 40 years older than us.
Yeah. Oh.
My mom was barely 20 years older than me. I have an older brother, so.
So that's
Anyways,
why
good
my
luck,
mom's
Harry.
family died off quite, I had to see them all pass away, all my aunts and uncles and everybody, because they were a lot older, when
Yeah,
I came into the world.
besides her mom, we looked in on her aunt a little bit.
Yeah.
We just did what had to be done.
So that's what we have for you, Ari. Interesting reading, definitely. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Harry.
And we are on Shirley.
Hey,
Shirley, we're
Shirley.
on Shirley.
Thank you, Jackie.
All right. All right. Okay. And it will be your
So you're asking if you're continuing with the 2 or 3 students right now for this next week in the lessons that you're giving those guys. There you are. Alrighty. So let's see. What deck shall I use? I'm going to use my Midnight Boulevard.
Gina came in.
Hi, Gina.
When did Gina come in?
Where are you, Gina?
So, are you still here, Gina?
There you are.
I
We
hope
got
you're
a little
still
bit. We
here.
got 3 inches at least.
We got 3 inches. I hope you're still here listening. We'd be happy. We closed the list, though.
Well,
I would be happy to
you
have you
came
back
before
on.
we closed the list.
I know.
So we have to do it.
She may not be here anymore, though. I feel bad.
Oh, well.
She came right around Zach. Zach was here already, so she was between Zach and Karishma. I'm going to put her in just in case, but I'll have to touch base with her later and apologize if she's moved on. Ah, Gina is a long-time follower of ours and somebody we think is very dear to us. Has become a nice friend, and so I'll make an exception for Gina.
All right, Shirley.
Sorry I missed that. I don't know how Mr. O didn't even see it.
I know I'm pretty bad, aren't I?
Yeah, Mr. O. Kind of
I'm so
disappointed.
sorry. All right, let's do it. Card 1, 10 of Pentacles, upright. Card 2, the Hanged Man, upright. Card 3, the 8 of Swords is upright. So from that last card, I almost get the feeling like you want more than this. You want somehow to break out of uh, not getting more of what you want. But the 10 of Pentacles is probably a good sign that, of course, you are going to stay as it is right now. There's a sense of really fortitude or things happening, solidarity. It may be that maybe any of these customers might makes a more formal or long-lasting agreement to stick with it, or that there may be an increase in some way. I can kind of see that as a possibility.
What's the middle one again?
It's the Hanged Man upright.
Well, I think they're thinking about doing it. I think Also, with the Hanged Man there, that almost makes me think that they might be sticking around for another week. That's possible. I think with the Ten of Pentacles too, they may feel connected here in wanting to get more training. Um, and with the also with the Eight of that Swords, with the Eight of Swords, whether you want them there or not, I think you're kind of stuck with them here for the week. I feel like there might be no movement this week. Maybe it's because they feel they need to build a little bit more confidence in what they're learning from you. I'm wondering about that too when I see the Eight of Swords reversed. Or, I
Yeah,
mean, upright,
y-
upright.
yes, it sort of feels like a situation where maybe somebody doesn't feel exactly confident one way or the other. And so they may not necessarily fall away from you, but they may not fully engage with you either. And so some of this means it may fall on you to try to make a difference there.
I just think you need to bring them out of their shell more, and maybe they realize that too. They need more confidence with
Yeah,
what they're doing, and so I think they will stay. And I'm looking here,
fish and the sleigh.
which has horses, right? That's funny, and of course the
Yeah,
rider has horses. It's traditionally shown that way. I think a lot of times, and so I feel here that they are, that they're sticking with you. Maybe there's a bonus, or you'll be assured of getting a payment for the work, and I think that's just indication that they're staying. They're moving towards paying for another session if that's how you do it. I don't know if that you pay by session, or what the situation is, but I have a feeling they're going to be back.
I think they'll be back. I think it's also a possible hint that maybe others might come. You know, the sleigh is maybe moving towards more. That's abundance in the fish. So it is possible that maybe you might even pick up another customer.
It could be.
And I realize that's what you need. You need to have
Yeah.
customers. So you just have to keep up with that. The Ten of Pentacles really is a good
Yeah.
idea towards these things sort of gelling and maybe increasing. So it just may be a matter of waiting through this season because, of course, Christmas holiday spending changes almost everything about the economy, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's what we have. I can't add anything to that. I think they will be coming.
I think so too. So let us know.
Let us
We
know.
wish you the luck. All right, and we're on Seeley then. I'll look for their question.
Do that. Sorry, I'm texting.
I understand. Okay, what are Ryan's feelings towards me? And I wonder how he thinks I perceive him. And while Banshee's doing that naughty stuff, I will remind everybody that we are back Thursday night from 7 to 9. And we actually did recently increase our followers. We went from 852 to 858. So we're very, very happy about that. Also, don't forget to watch Banshee's show. It was on this morning, but had really solid financial forecast information for each of the signs of the zodiac. So that's Banshee's Material Matters. It's on our YouTube channel now. Check it out. And happy hour is not at 4 p.m. this week. It is actually going to be at its normal time of 10 a.m. So come and get a happy card message this coming Saturday. It'll be divine, it'll be uplifting, and it may give you that positive spurt that you need to get through the week.
Thankfully, I have Gina on speed dial.
All right.
We'll just see if she responds back. So
All
I
right.
feel
So
bad about missing
it's your cards for
stepping in.
Seeley's question.
So Celi's question was again somebody's
What
feelings.
are Ryan's feelings towards me? I wonder how
Ryan's
he thinks
feelings.
I
That's it.
perceive him.
All right. Well, for this one, I brought back out dun 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 the Golden Girls Tarot because what would the holidays be without the Golden Girls?
Better? No.
Oh, I love this deck. It's fun.
You're an army of one.
Hey, you're welcome, Shirley.
You're welcome.
I think Sheena won't respond back, but
Oh, she probably was just dropping in to say hi.
it could be.
Usually,
It could
she
be.
knows what she wants, and she usually will give us a question. So maybe she just dropped in.
Ah,
If not,
I'm a
we'll find a
worrywart.
way to make it up to
I'm a
her.
worrywart. It was like today on Material Matters when I didn't acknowledge Kara when she came on the show. I felt bad about that. I felt guilty. All right. Well, okay, we got the devil upright. I just love that picture.
Is that Ryan? What he thinks about you? Hmm.
The Queen of Swords is upright. The Eight of Pentacles is upright. Everything's upright. But I know everything's not upright in this deck.
All right, so the North Pole takes the place of the crossroads, and mistletoe takes the place of, you guessed it, the heart.
Aww.
And you asked about Ryan's feelings about you, so
This looks really positive.
well, but his heart is at the crossroads, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's true. I guess that's true. So, are you together now or you're not?
Well, from the wording of the question, we don't even necessarily know if they were a relationship. What are Ryan's feelings towards me? I wonder how he thinks I perceive him. It could just be a friendship. We don't know.
We met on a dating app. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Well, be careful of his motives and what he's really after. That's all I'll say. The devil speaks of obsession or passion,
Oh, only yesterday. Okay.
which can be a good thing. But then again, it could be somebody who's just looking for a quick, good time, etc. But the devil seems to indicate there might be an attraction here, something that is compelling them to, stay in touch, let's say.
But it could be a little bit like the very old song, Tainted Love. There could be a
Yeah.
possessive aspect going on. So you have to watch for that. This possibly could represent that this is a person who maybe deals with the complications of their feelings.
Well, I think you obviously impressed them in some way. Uh, absolutely. And then we have, what is that? The
The Queen of Swords.
Queen of Swords here. And so maybe right now they're thinking about you. They're thinking about this situation and whether they want to move forward with this or not. It's usually a positive card, but it's rather neutral as well. That they're giving this due diligence and thinking where their heart may really be at.
Well, I don't know if I agree that they're thinking neutrally. I'm thinking that they are
Okay.
realizing they may have a question in their mind. So, in that sense, maybe they are at the beginning of trying to say, well, what do I think here? So it
Well,
could
see,
be,
go ahead.
well, it could be that, there's another dating person that they're dating too. I don't know, but it does feel like to me the Queen of Swords is more likely about, looking at a decision to be made or a choice to be made.
The Queen of Swords really fits in nicely with the crossroads, and I'll get into that later.
So Celia thinks we're reading her.
Oh, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you need to think about it then. Maybe you do. Maybe you're the one at the crossroads determining if there are ulterior motives here, or if this person is really being true to you. And I think here too, with the Eight of Pentacles, this is going to require more effort and work on both of your parts to get to know each other more, to work things out if you really think it's worthwhile pursuing this. And let's look at the Lenormand while we're at it here, because your heart or his is at a crossroads right now. And this is a time to really look at the things logically, practically, responsibly to determine if you two are a good fit for each other.
Right. In one day, it's hard to say, that you hit all the points you need to hit. It obviously speaks to this idea that maybe you can continue to go forward. And, that's the Eight of Pentacles, too,
Yes.
in a way, is going forward. So this could represent the idea that to some degree, there will be the idea that you're going to try this again. You're going to try dating app again, or you're going to try meeting in person, or whatever it is. So I get the feeling like there's enough to go forward at this point.
There's enough to at least go for, unless you felt some real horrible red flags here, because like I said, I could go either way with that devil. Sometimes the devil invites us to explore our passions more and explore something like a new relationship more. But at other times, it could be careful what you ask for here. You could be getting involved with somebody who might be too possessive, or somebody who has his own ideas of what he wants out of the relationship and is more interested in controlling you. So determine, if you don't see any red flags. I think, like Mr. O said, the Eight of Pentacles is saying maybe give this a little more time and explore it more.
It's not bad right now.
Yeah.
There's enough to go on.
So good luck with that.
Good luck, Celia.
That's what we have for you. Sounds intriguing, Sile. And Kara, we've made it to you. You German chocolate cake person, you.
My mom used to make one of the best German sweet chocolate cakes.
I don't know what it is about German chocolate cake, but I'm not that crazy about
It's the coconut, the texture maybe that it has.
coconuts.
But it's the way it mixes with the frosting.
Maybe.
You're funny about texture sometimes.
But
Alrighty, so this is my deck. And I think I'm going to use the Deviant Moon.
and what does Kara have for us?
Kara has what Odin has. Well, Karen wants what Odin has. Wow, we got a lot of people left.
I know.
Oh,
But we do owe a little bit of overtime, so I mean,
this is
yeah.
true.
And Cheetah probably hasn't called back, so. Oh, good. Thanks. No reading necessary. Just wondering how you made out with the snow. Well, I will get back to her later. As a matter of
Okay, am I doing your reading?
Yep.
Alrighty, thank you.
Whoops. Okay, I rarely do this, but Gina's worthy.
The first card
Yes.
is the reversed Six of Wands. So,
Well, yeah, go ahead. You want to go with that, or you
Yeah.
want me to?
Odin may be saying that he feels you either need to notice him more, or maybe he feels that you need to do more to be more noticed by him. The Six of Wands often talks about victories, but it's reversed. And so Odin may be feeling like you either are not fulfilling what he wants for you, or he wonders if you feel you're not getting something out of the relationship with him.
Odin wants you not to do things to impress other people, not to worry about what other people have to say, but to do it for the glory of doing the right thing. There, I'm getting all Odin-y on you.
Kunin and Munin. Say yes.
To do it because it's the right thing to do, and to do it because you feel good about what you're doing.
Oh my
You
goodness.
shouldn't care what other people say or do, or whether they support you or not on your mission.
Why is this important? Two of Cups reversed.
Again, wow. Because, well, I'm saying again, but I think it kind of fits with this other card is that because, you know what? People come, people go, people break our hearts, right? We need to do things because they are right for us. And, if somebody comes along and people come along in our lives that we can share our life with in whatever way, as friends, as something closer and more intimate relationships, fine. But really, this is a time to not worry about what is lost, what has been left, but what people don't, what people have, the people who haven't supported you. This is a time to move past all of that and do things that are right for you.
It's important because you have felt before like others have left you down, or you haven't felt you have had the ability to trust in others. Others have betrayed you,
And he
perhaps even.
knows that.
And he knows that.
Yeah.
And so he feels like you need to work on a different plane in a way where all that stuff is no longer a consideration, and you'll put them on ice or bury them in a bottle of urine or whatever you have to.
It's kind of like it's kind of like dandruff,
Yeah, I said that.
It's kind of like dandruff. Get rid of the flakes. Get rid of the flakes that just, are naysayers in your life that you don't need.
All
Where are
right.
things headed?
The Hierophant. Upright.
Do what's right and just. Follow your path. Stay true to Odin. Stay true to, your path in life, your spiritual path in particular, and don't allow anybody to derail that or take that from you.
Who loves you? Odin loves you. Oh, we don't
Well,
have our Lenormand yet. It's Odin again, isn't
it
it?
is. It's a snowman. And it's a stocking. Odin,
We'll give you
worry
gifts.
not about what you don't receive from others because Odin has greater gifts for you, right?
Bam.
So don't be worried about the fact that others can't recognize, your righteous path or what you're doing, uh, what you want to get, what you get joy out of life in. Odin feels you should follow your joy too. He feels as though you should do what you feel joyful about in life. You're not here to live other people's lives for them or be told what to do by other people. You're here to experience life on your own terms. And that's what will bring you joy, Odin says.
All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
That was a great reading. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, it made me, I felt some energy building there. I don't know if anybody noticed. Anyway, Libra is up.
Odin talks, we listen.
All right, Libra is up, and I have brought out my Yuletide Tarot for that reading. And Sheena did not want a reading now, so by the way, she's still on the list, but I am taking her off the list, so she is no longer a factor here. And there we go. Okay. And Libra's question.
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
What's coming towards me?
All right.
Right.
We will do my reading for that.
Ready?
Sometimes I go back and forth on that, what's coming towards me, but I will do my reading.
And I want to put in a little plug, but this week on Wednesday, Banshee joins me for a new beginning of Goth Tarot shadow work. We kind of divided over the course of a month, and Banshee joins me on the first show of the month, and we pick that topic and we work it up. And then in the subsequent weeks, we update on it or bring out some other aspects. So join us for Goth Tarot this Wednesday at 8 a.m.
Well, what's coming towards Libra? The Wheel of the Year is coming towards Libra, the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, nice.
So again, that's kind of a hallmark of change in a way. But also, I think more than change, it's positive change. A good luck cycle is coming. You may get some signs, some synchronicities that it's time to move on something that you really want to manifest in your life. And it's possible that it could work out for you. You know, when what do they say? When the iron is hot, you gotta strike. And look who's here! Right after we got done with Kara's reading, the Sun Man has arrived.
Hi, Sun Man.
Hello, Sunny Sun. There we go. Watch those murder mitts. Anyway, Sunny is here. Whoops. Sunny is going to be messing with Comet
So,
here.
so Libra, the Wheel of Fortune is turning your direction. This may be saying unexpected, but good luck is coming towards you. It could also be saying, too, if you have been speculating about certain things, whether they're actual physical bets of some sort or just a course of action, you may receive positive signs that it's good to follow up with that.
Right. So strike while the iron is hot, they say. Why is that important? It's the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Gifts, because the time is coming that you have to strike and you have to work on what it is you want to manifest. Timing is everything sometimes with what we desire in life. And the time is coming that you're going to have to put in a little effort, but it will pay off.
The important thing about this is that whether it's intuitive or otherwise, you know what to do. The course of action or the direction you need to follow or the skills you know you will need to employ resources to bring into it, they're all there for you. And so it really is a matter of just aligning it with, that sense of luck you may be feeling in terms of where you're going.
So, where are things headed? Well, why we get this one reversed, I don't know. It's the King of Candles reversed.
King of Candles reversed. Okay.
Well, be aware that what could derail you is to hesitate. To hesitate rather than act when the time is right. Hesitating because either you're nervous about moving forward, you don't feel confident enough, you don't have the courage to do what needs to be done. That could derail the whole process. So, forewarned is forearmed, Libra. That's what I got to say.
Right. And it could just be little things going on that are attempting to derail your confidence. But the Lenormand, I believe, is sort of reiterating this message, believe in yourself. The first one is the greeting card, which is the letter. So this is saying
Ah,
take initiative.
maybe, but it's also pairing up with that Wheel of Fortune. And I think what it's saying is signs will be coming to you. You will get a message, probably from Spirit, or, from your allies, maybe on the other side, or something maybe from the real world that will let you know the time is right to strike. Look at that.
And it's the fox.
Yes, so be smart,
Be
stay on
clever.
top of things, be clever, and keep your eyes wide open. Libra, you're really good at seeing things, through
Oh, yeah.
dreams or through feathers laying on the ground or things that come to you, a specific animal or bird. Pay attention. It may be what you need to see in order to recognize the time is right to move forward with something in your life. And be bold, Don't shy off from taking the steps necessary to see this through.
In your heart, you'll know if you're biting off more than you can chew. Obviously, you don't want to, just take any little chance. But I think your intuition is going to serve you well.
Wow, some of these readings going forward here are really interesting. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Oh, my hair is still damp. Even when I get my hair thinned out, it retains water. All right, we are on CJ.
I
CJ, are
see.
you still with us?
I believe they are. I know they left a question too, so
All
we
right.
got that. Let's see if I can find it. Do, 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 do. Whatever comes out in general.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
We
Oh,
gotcha. Your deck, and I get
all
those.
right. I use the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding us.
Sunny Sun, I gotta shuffle. I gotta shuffle. Sunny has a vet appointment next week.
Yes, it's
To
a
check.
routine one, but there are some pertinent questions
Yeah,
we will
some
be asking.
things to talk to the vet about. Hopefully, it's nothing major.
Cards are jumping out at me.
Our cats are going to be 12 in 2026, all three of them. I know.
Four Swords is upright.
There it is again.
Yeah, I know. There it is again.
Jeez.
Two of Cups is upright.
Oh.
Three of Swords is reversed.
All right, let's get the Lenormand on this. Might be a number of things going on here.
Clock Tower. And the Anchor. Looks a bit Christmassy.
Well, okay. So we've got the Four of Swords again. The Four of Swords keeps coming up and keeps coming up. And I feel here that this just may be a time to.
Mercury is going direct.
Well, it's true. So
Okay.
what do you want to say about that?
Well, oh, I'm sorry. It's not reversed. Sorry,
Yes, that's
sorry,
okay.
sorry.
I think here that, this is the season to take things a little slower, bring down, the stress levels in various areas of your life and take it more easy. Take things as they come. That's, I think, the message here, because this is a time to more replenish your energy and take it easy. Don't try to do too much. You don't want to invite any kind of sickness or illness during the winter months by overdoing it or maybe getting out there too socially because honestly, all the flus and various things going on, it's not pretty at this time of year. But take care of your health and take care of yourself right now. This card is coming up constantly. So I have to say, I think it's about that. I really do. But and I think there's other things to consider beyond that. You want to be in great shape because there might be something going on soon in your romantic life. I will get to that later.
All right, so that Four of Swords, it does connect a lot of times with feeling really run down and really needing to chill. There can be an indication that maybe somebody is really under the weather, really needs to recuperate. I don't feel it right now.
I see what you're saying there,
But I
though.
see what you're saying there too, right? So it could be saying that. And in general, if you're recovering, your resistance to other things could be down a little bit. So take care. I agree with Banshee. Take care. But that Two of Cups does look promising in terms of maybe some situation is furthering. It could be that you're finding trust and harmony with a relationship, whether it's a friendly friendship or even
Hmm.
co-workerly or co-studently, or even, yes, possibly romantically. This could be saying things are connecting one way or the other with you and somebody else.
Well, if you're looking for love, you may find it. In this, I would say in this month ahead is possible here. I know you asked a question before about your romantic life. And so I see something either deepening or developing, It's a possibility something can develop here into a romantic relationship. And couple that with the Three of Swords reversed, I could look at this as being either somebody who's recovering from a broken relationship. Could it be somebody coming back into your life from a relationship that's gone? Or could it be somebody who's, finally rebounding and recovering from a relationship that they have been in? Whatever or it could even be about you, that you are recovering now yourself from kind of hurt emotions, and you're ready to open your heart to someone else and something new. And I kind of feel that is moving along, possibly sometime starting in this month ahead, December.
Three of Swords is often more indicated with the sense of heartache that's repairing. So sometimes it is either a relationship reforms itself, but more likely it's the moving on process and being able to forgive and or forget each other. It may work differently with different people. This may not even be about, a romantic relationship. It could be about something else that is going to happen to you. Since you did
That's
mention the
true.
friend and we have that Two of of cups there, I'm hoping it isn't something like that, that maybe a good friendship, has some stormy weather to work on. It doesn't seem exactly like that. It may just be some other situation, but I'm willing to let it go and let you catch up with us later because I don't feel it's happened yet. I feel it is going
Obviously,
to happen.
this is what's
Yes.
coming. So I think I think when I look at that Two of Cups too, to broaden it out a little bit, because there's some ambiguity with the Lenormand as to what's going on here, I could feel that this is just a coming together of you either partnering up with somebody, this could even be in a business sense, or partnering up with with your workplace or a company or somebody you're doing business with. I think here that could also be a factor, and it's a healthy, positive, growthful relationship moving forward. When I see the anchor and the clock tower, see that kind of led me that way because it's kind of putting your anchor down with some place of employment, some business venture, something like that, some partnership. Okay, a business partnership perhaps.
Is
So
it possible that the Two of Hearts pertains to that? Something within your job that really thrills you, emotionally?
And I also feel with the three, I have to say this with what I see with the Lenormand, because the anchor and the clock tower, now sometimes, depending on the cards, the clock tower could indicate marriage, okay, like an institution, like marriage. And so when I see the Two of Cups, and I see that, I could go that way, that you are anchoring with somebody that could lead eventually to something stronger like a marriage. But it could also be a business partnership solidifying and that you're anchoring to as well. It could be a new job that maybe you've decided to commit to. Whatever the case may be, there's a commitment going on, and it's kind of like a partnership, whether it's a romantic one or some other type of friendship or partnership.
I get what you're saying there because right now, it used to be a long time ago, if you worked in government, you usually felt pretty secure. But right now, it may
Ah,
not be that the same for a lot of people.
yeah, yeah. So it may be that eventually there will be some type of way to commit to something business wise, whether it's in government or you may end up somewhere else. I get how that is. So
A general reading is good for probably a few weeks or so. So it could be saying that you are going to find out that things are pretty secure for you, or that at this time it's going to feel that way. You're secure for the time being.
I kind of feel the month here, the month of December, that there's going to be something maybe even new coming along that you can commit to. Or it's possible here, this could be saying that you are going to be able to remain where you are at present, with work. And it's funny you mention that because of course the clock tower can indicate government institutions, right, as well as business and corporate ones. So good luck with that. I wish you luck. It seems like there's some stability coming in your life and that there may be something perking up in the love area as well. So good luck with that.
Alrighty.
We're on Rowen. Hi, Rowen.
And everybody who's on the list, who's here, gets their reading. No worries.
All right.
You're welcome. Absolutely. All right, so we're on Rowan. Oops. Do you want me to look for it?
I'm going there so
Okay.
far. General guidance, please. So that's general. That's yours.
Mhm.
I am going to use the Tarot of Hours. I'm not sure that's the exact name, but close enough. All right. Okay. Did I not post the list or did I?
You did. Rowan, Angel, Karishma, and Zach.
All right. Awesome.
We got you guys.
Shuffle.
Yes, again.
Whoops, of course. As soon as I put my deck out there. All right. Well, this is a very nice start. It's the Ace of Wands. Upright.
Upright. Hello. Laid out.
Followed by the Five of Wands reversed. Ooh. Followed by the Knight of Cups upright. All right. Sunny, it's time for you to meet Comet. Say hi to Comet. Say hi, Comet. And no, you can't eat the ball on his hat. No. Aw. Sunny's being very nice to Comet.
All
All
right, in
right.
Lenormand, for Rowan, we have the key and the child.
Wow, well, very nice reading. The king and the key and the child. So, all right. So I kind of think here as I pull my pictures back down with the Ace of Wands upright, as his general guidance, it's time to start something new. It's time to start something fresh and new. A new year is coming, and maybe this is the time to start thinking about where you see yourself or what you want to focus on in the year ahead, and what new goals, what new aspirations, whether they're business, whether they're personal, that you want to pursue in the year ahead.
I think you want to be starting something that allows you to be more creative. Um, you probably want something that really will let you have more autonomy, let you be in charge of what you're doing. I think you're at the point now where you feel the things you can do creatively, whether it's actual creativity or the way you apply that to your jobs or your career, has become very important to you, and that you realize, you don't want a job where you're just being told what to do. But in general, I think that Ace of Wands suggests that your guidance takes you to creative things, and also there's an aspect of networking. Even if you are your own boss kind of thing, you want to work with other similar people, creative types.
The Five of Wands, are you on?
No, that was just the ace.
Oh, okay. So the Five of Wands indicates to me that's more a people card in a way. Well, I'm just saying. I think that whatever you're going to be starting up, um, not everybody may necessarily be on board with it, and that's okay. Not everybody has to be. But the bottom line is that, you need to carve your own path here and walk away from anybody well, just ignore or walk away from, let me put it that way, anybody who might be trying to undermine, your undermine your ability to get this started. Anybody who gets in the way of your plans. Don't let other people derail you by saying, oh, you can't do that. You can't pursue that person. You can't pursue that goal. Don't listen to others who may be contrary to what you're trying to set your sights on in the year ahead.
Right. It was kind of like what I was saying with the first card, that, you're going to favor seeing yourself having your own autonomy. When you have to work in collaborations, these may not feel as thrilling to you because you realize that, you're not able to really handle submerging yourself below so many other people's wills. You really do want to be more out there, but you don't want to necessarily ruin the collaboration. So finding that balance, I think, is going to be important too, of where you can be assertive enough on your own terms, but still be part of a collaboration if that's where you're going.
And ultimately, with that page of, I'm
It's
sorry,
the
the
night.
Knight of Cups, I think here this is a sign you move forward with your heart in the right place. You're not being rude to anybody or inconsiderate by doing what your heart wants you to do, right? And so keep moving forward. If this is something you truly desire to get started in the year ahead, follow your heart. Follow where your heart is leading you and let passion rule the day here. Be inspired by your goals, be inspired by people that you want in your life, whether it's romantically or otherwise. Follow your heart.
Well, a lot of all of this was really you leading from your own sense of desire. So to me, having the Knight of Cups at the end is to me a sort of saying, and when you are working with situations or people that are contrary, or don't agree with you right away, then you need to make an effort to be more charming with them, because that's probably where your secret power may end up being, is that you may be able to charm people, to convince them, just with human charm, your own sense of openness, and being, sweet and sincere to people too, that it's what I see you leading towards, is using, your kindness or your good nature.
And so, with the child as the key here, I think it's really clear that by coming up with goals and following through on them, despite any opposition, following your heart, the child is indicating that the key here really is all about your growth, and that, growth takes time. But commit yourself to growing in this year ahead. Commit yourself to growing either a new relationship and watching it and flourishing and being, and watching it develop along the way. Commit yourself to your own personal growth, by going after and pursuing what you want in life. If it's a job, if it's a career, if it's a hobby, if it's a pastime of some sort. This is a year, I think 2026 is going to be a year of growth for you.
Yeah, I like everything she said there. I can't disagree with it or add a whole lot to it. The child and the key in Lenormand, it's like what I said with the knight. It sort of is those elements are there all the way through anyway, and so that element is just quietly moving forward with your commitment that you don't have to really strike out in a bold way to make that difference. You just keep moving towards it. Good luck. Rowan,
Yes, oh, good luck, Ruwen.
and we're on
We are on
Angel.
Angel Rivera,
Hi, Angel.
and I'm going to assume you wanted an oracle, maybe?
I think he said that, but I'm going to backtrack and I'll find it for you.
All right, I'll let you do that.
The single oracle card is fine.
All right. Well, let's do the Season of the Witch again. I
All
want to
right.
do it again. I just brought it out. Let's see what comes
And we
up.
have moved into overtime, so I'm glad we closed the list.
Yeah, well, we started at about 4:10, so
That's
we're
true.
about to go into overtime. So that's fine. We only have a couple readings left after Angels.
Alrighty, thank you.
We are good.
You're welcome, Rowan. Love and light to you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Rowan. Oh, Sonny does not make it easy for me, but he's always welcome here. I'm going to let you pick one for Mr. Rivera. It's on you, Mr. O.
Fabulous.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's a stag.
rainbow medicine, Mr. Rivera.
Reindeer medicine?
Reindeer medicine. Well, it could be rainbow too. It could be Rivera medicine.
Reindeer Rivera medicine. Okay, I like it. And here we are. Well, the keywords are inner strength, journeys, and fighting for your dreams. Journey into the depths of your soul, an awakening of sights revealed. It's time for no time at all, for all is presently here. Have to think about that one a little bit. Okay. So, hey, reindeer are hardy and majestic creatures. Unlike other animals, they're the only ones who keep their antlers all year long, carrying them like crowns atop their heads. They've earned the right to feel like kings, but as the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Reindeers make long migrations every year through the harsh conditions of the tundra. They face challenge after challenge, yet they prevail and even make friends along the way. Reindeer are known to be openly cheery and often form relationships with humans, despite the challenging conditions in which they live. Reindeer medicine asks you, what responsibilities are you willing to endure in the pursuit of your dreams? Goals take work, even with the cosmic forces behind you. You will still face challenges on your soul's path, no matter how aligned you are with your spirit. Reindeer medicine has come to your spread to tell you not to give up. The challenges you're facing now teach you how to be stronger and more resourceful and to find ways to face your fears rather than running from them. Stay the course, for you are on the path towards success. You may not see it now with harsh conditions in your way, but you're so close to what you seek. The message is amplified. Well, okay, that's if you pulled another card. So you are much closer than you think. What do you got?
Mice and the fireplace, which is the sun, right?
Right.
So those really are pretty cool there, I think.
So, if you stay the course towards your goals, Mr. Rivera, if you persevere, the sun is saying success is assured over any obstacles that lie in your path. As a matter of fact, once all is said and done, those obstacles will seem like they were nothing at all compared to the rewards that await you from staying the course. So stay the course no matter the challenges and you are strong enough to do that. You are hardy enough, as reindeer medicine indicates, to be able to do that.
The sun is a solar being that always runs its course. It always runs around. And I think it's just another way of saying that these things that may be little problems or things are really nothing compared to your staying the course and letting the light, blast it
And
away.
who has an easy way to
Keep going.
success anyway? Not many of us. Maybe the wealthy who keeps handing down their wealth to their children, but for the rest of us out there, it takes work to achieve our goals. It takes struggles to achieve our goals. And, once you do, the rewards will feel that much richer. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Angel.
Keep on keeping on. That's what the card indicates. And that you are on the right path. Hey, I'm so glad you picked that sci fi tarot. I've been thinking about using it. I really had been. But I've got all these other Yuli decks and other decks I wanted to bring out, so I'm putting it off for another month or so.
You're
I
welcome.
love that deck.
Okay, and Karishma asks, does Shyam miss me and will he reach out to me with a commitment? Ooh, well, I think
All
I'm
right,
going.
take a look at that. And if we get an ambiguous answer about the commitment, we'll do a quick yes no for you, Krishma, and see what that says.
Yeah, I'm going to use my Husson's Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot.
I think it's a great time. I actually haven't used them yet, Angel, but I brought out some of my cryptid and sci-fi-ish oracles. So I'm going to be doing some oracles from those decks up and coming.
You're very welcome, Karishma. And let's hope we get a good answer for you.
Oh, let me put these away. Oh, oh, and could I get the Lenormand? Thank you. All right. Right.
And it's been a great afternoon here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you
Yep.
for all the likes.
Sorry for the late start. I'll never carry it that far again. I did get carried away today. Mr. O says, promises, promises,
Famous.
Banshee.
Tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Mr. O, such a ham. I wanted to be a lounge lizard singer.
I wanted to be a
Rebel
Hallmark.
banshee
I wanted to be a Hallmark greeting card
with
reader.
a rebel yell. She's crying, I'm late, late, late.
Okay. All right,
All
we'll figure
right.
this out.
Okay, Karishma, does Shia miss you and will reach out to you with commitment? Our first card is the King of Wands, and it's upright.
I like that.
I like that a
I hope
lot.
so.
The next card is the reversed Five of Coins. And in its reverse mode, I think it's generally better. It may have a better message for us. And our final card is the reversed Five of Swords.
Oh
And
man,
that's a poo-poo card. I'm sorry.
sure
That's a poo-poo card.
is.
I don't like that
That
card.
might explain this. Here.
Fish. Clouds. And the bright side is towards the fish, it seems.
Well, all right. It's kind of an interesting reading.
It
I
is.
feel I have to look at these cards logically here. I think that they are very, very strong individual. They got a very strong ego and personality. They're 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 they may be thinking about you. What was the question again exactly? I've got to look at
Does
it.
he miss me and will he
Yes.
reach out to me with commitment?
Well, I will say this. When I think of the King of Wands upright, I have to say that maybe they are not so much missing you, they may be thinking about you, but they're really pushing forward with a lot of different things going on in their life right now. And I feel here that they are thinking of themselves first and foremost in the situation. So I mean, it's possible they could be missing you if you are that important to them. I want to just go with the rest of the cards and see if that bears out.
Okay, and I like Kurshma says that agrees with you that yes, there's a strong ego.
Yes.
So I'm actually wondering if this personality is something like a Leo or a fire sign or is influenced with that in his chart, like maybe his moon is in Leo or something like that. You may not know that, but I get that idea too that they're very confident of themselves. I don't think that you're not being thought about, but I think that Shyam has a lot of other stuff going on, and that maybe he's very oriented, like he really has a lot of things on his mind about what he's trying to take care of, and maybe for some reason you're not exactly there, but to
Well,
me,
before you go there, I'm just gonna say that I do think he puts himself first and foremost
yeah,
here.
that's a good way to put
And
it.
but go ahead with the five because I'm ready for
So
that.
that Five of Coins reversed maybe indicates that maybe he might reach out to you. It sort of is a sense of him looking for something or feeling like he's finding something that maybe he hasn't totally connected with or that he feels he hasn't been close to. So I don't know the long term with you, like if you were more connected and now right now you're not. But I get the feeling like maybe it is possible that he will reach out to you.
I can't rule that out. I won't rule that out because I do feel there's a sense here that maybe he may come to the realization in time that you belong together, that he belongs with you, or you belong to him. Let me put it that way because we are dealing with ego here, right? So I kind of feel like that's possible here when I see that five of pentacles reversed. But that five of swords is really problematic
It
either
is.
way, whether it comes up right or whether it comes reversed. It makes me wonder here if have you guys had a falling out with each other? Or is it just that he's making it very uncertain where he stands with you? I feel here that there's a sense or this feeling that he could walk away. I mean, I kind of feel that's possible here, but yet I don't see it with that card. So that's why I do think we're going to have to do a yes no and
Yeah, we will
pursue
have to
this
do
further,
that.
charisma, because I'm not very clear here. Go on. Do you want to talk about
Well,
that?
the fives are energy cards, and I'm wondering because of the way they're positioned, if there was really kind of like, some some strife in the relationship. Like, you each had issues at times, and maybe there was, some things going on there.
Yeah,
Uh,
that could be
you
the
fought a couple days back, so it is recent. I'd really like to hope that after a 3-year relationship that
yeah.
he's not ready to walk a far way, but he may be trying to feel he has to make a point, and maybe that is the sense of not permanently walking away, but needing this big time out here.
He needs a timeout. Good point. I was just going to say that.
This card could even be construed that way too, in a sense that
Yeah.
walking away from you into something else is a sense of a timeout.
So, needless to say, these things look a little uncertain right now. I think the fish is here to say, the fish is usually a card of abundance, but in this case, there's an abundance of uncertainty. However, the light side is facing the fish, and I do believe that it could indicate to me that some clarity might be achieved soon, that you might get to know where things stand really soon.
But we're still going to do that yes or no
Yeah.
because we sort of feel there's a vagary here.
So the yes or no is going to be about whether he's going to be willing to make the commitment, right? Isn't that what it was? Yeah. Reach out to me with a commitment. Let's see.
And we're both going to shuffle for this.
Okay, yeah. And remember, whatever we do tell you, things are always subject to change. It's just kind of saying where things stand at the moment. And so I don't want you to get too upset if you're not getting the answers you want to hear.
Right.
Tarot is a snapshot in time, and many things can happen that can change the destiny of things. But let's see where things stand. All right, Mr. O.
And this is just the one card, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Coins. So it will come with a price. It's the Knight of Coins, and that means it will come with a price. And of course, the price is, maybe it's actual monetary price, but more often it means some sort of action or change in feelings or
Or
attitude,
some work that needs to be done.
work that
I
needs to
have
be
a
done.
feeling that this relationship will take a little time to get back on track, but that it is possible to get back on track. I'm
Yeah.
hoping this is true. This could also indicate to me, Charisma, that it may take just a little bit longer before they get back in touch with you. And I wonder too if that means that, you're going to have to be dialoguing a little bit more, working together a little bit more before they're willing to make that commitment. But I do feel a commitment is possible.
I do too, because the Knight of Coins is ultimately, at the end of the day, movement.
Yeah.
And the question we asked was whether or not, they would reach out to you. So I feel it's true, but the Knight of Coins is not overly cautious, but they are sort of taking their time with it because they want to really look and examine and come to terms with any of the factors.
Yeah. So good luck with this. I
Good
think
luck.
there's some hope
We
here.
wish you
I
luck.
really do. So hang in there and keep us posted. We'd love
Yeah.
to hear how things turn out. We're not always accurate. We're not always right. We try to help people as best we can
But we
and
like the
give
feedback.
you things to consider. So hopefully you've got some food for thought there. Good luck with
You're
that.
welcome. And we hope that things work out. We do. All right. So we're in our final reading then.
Zach is up,
Zach.
and Zach did post a question. Let's go back.
Yes, I got to find it. There
It
it is.
was in all
What good
caps.
or helpful things are coming for me for the start of the winter season? Any concerns or revelations to keep me focused? Grateful.
Okay.
So it sounds like a general reading
It
with maybe,
does. Mostly about good or helpful things or concerns that, might get in the way or revelations. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. And what am I going to use now? Do, 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 do. Let's use the food tarot, the magic pantry. Because everybody likes feasting at this time of year. We do.
Hi, Zach.
Oh, Zach here? Cool.
Yep, he said hello.
Glad you stayed, Zach. Or you came back, whatever the case.
Thank you, Jackie, for wishing luck to Karishma.
All right.
Someone's going to make you a nice pasta dinner, Zach.
It's not the pasta tarot, but it's
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
magic
I'm
pantry.
sorry.
They look very similar, with the backings.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. We'll talk about that. Let's lay them all out here. Ooh. Oh, the Nine of Swords is upright. And strawberries are reversed. Ace of Cups. Okay, well, there are some concerns and some things that you need, some revelations maybe here. Oh,
So we have a stork in Lenormand, and we have the snow lady. That could be another
could be.
person.
Yeah, it could be another person. It could just be
It could be you.
you. We don't really always
We
assign
don't,
gender.
yeah.
All right, so let me think about this now. The queen, okay, it seems like there's a focus on emotionality here. And this was
Well, what good things are possibly happening?
for the start of the winter season.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so I think here that despite any kind of emotional things that come up, I think it's going to be crucial in the winter season to try to maintain balanced emotions during this time. Whether because I feel here there when I look at the Queen of Cups reversed and I look at the Ace of Cups reversed, I kind of feel here that, you could allow your emotions to run the show and act out at times that could be wrong, could be bad. It could also indicate to me that something could upset you emotionally and cause you to shut down. So, this is kind of like a revelation for you, Zach, is like whatever comes your way, try not to let your heart shut down because of it. Keep your heart open, maintain an open heart, remain positive despite whatever situation you face that may rattle you emotionally. And now, what could that be? That could be a lot of different things. I mean, for example, a death in the family could rattle you emotionally. Losing a job could rattle you emotionally. Having just a number of bad days or not being able to financially make ends meet could rattle you emotionally. So try to keep it together and keep your heart in the right place, and you'll get through this. You will get through this. There could be with the Nine of
Swords.
Swords here a tendency to, because when you allow your emotions to get the better of you, you start thinking of worst case scenarios. Oh, everything's going to go wrong in life. No, it's not true. You really have to kind of keep yourself grounded in reality and realize that this is just one part of a big picture.
So now she's going to let me finally
I
talk.
am.
But Zach, I'm actually wondering, for many people, the holidays are mixed blessings because emotions
True
run
that.
very high, and sometimes our expectations on our own actions or attitudes don't match with what we think, we're doing with others. I'm also wondering too if you've ever considered or feel that maybe you might be having issues with seasonal affective disorder. I myself have that, and sometimes that is literally a physical condition based upon sunlight received in the winter times. I don't know where you live, I don't know what's going on with you, but there are other kinds of factors that may be indicators towards our emotional status.
Yeah.
Staying in the house too much just because it's cold and it's hard to get out can depress people. I'm not saying you're depressed, but I am wondering, if these will be things you want to think about in the coming month. And so, what you may want to do is try to do those things that keep you on the bright side. So, believe it or not, maybe you might want to try to watch Hallmark movies
God.
or cartoon specials from holiday times, or finding somebody who wants to go out and have a cup of coffee or hot cocoa with you. um, these are the times where you will have to take a certain amount of incentive yourself, and also realize that other people may translate to you their own sense of insecurities or emotional feelings about the holiday times. And so you have to be able to sort that out for yourself too, and not let other people depress you, unnecessarily.
Yeah, I wonder here too, Zach, because you seem like a pretty positive person and always looking for the positivity and light. Well, first off, this season can make everybody feel good, but when things start going bad, suddenly that good feeling turns into real bitterness or depression because there's such high expectations for this time of year. So try to just keep balanced. And I feel here too that maybe, just maybe, since you're so positive, it could be other people around you right now that need your emotional support right now. Don't close yourself off to them. If some people are having like anxiety attacks or they're overly stressed out, they may need you right now, whether this is somebody in your family, your social circle, or maybe even somebody at work. I can't rule that out either. Be there for them and try to give them the shoulder they need or the ear they need, somebody to listen to them.
Do you think the Lenormand represents the possibility of a new friendship starting? The Snow Lady and the Stork?
Well, I think it could be, but I also think it could just be saying for you, there's definitely something new coming in the winter season. This may be besides everything we're saying here. I almost feel what I'm seeing here is not related to what's above per
Yeah.
se. I feel this is something new coming your way. Could it be a new romance? Yes.
I didn't say romance, I just said friendship.
Oh, friendship? Yes. Could it be a new job or a new project or a new goal to work on? Yes. So if you have been thinking and contemplating about starting something new, the winter season may definitely be the time to get it off to a really great start. So I don't think that's somebody else. I just think it's standing in for you.
Ah, okay.
It may be possible that somebody might offer you an opportunity to start something new. So it could be that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SAD, right. I know.
Ah,
I'm
yeah, I
sorry to
get
hear
that.
that. But
I'm
yeah,
so sorry for you. Mr. O lost his mom in the winter time,
22,
and it's
February
hard.
22. Yeah.
I lost
So
my mom before winter set in November, though, the dark of the year. I think here, and seasonal affective disorder affects people differently. I don't usually get mine until late January, early
thank you.
February. And basically, for me, it's just me losing sleep. I can't shut my mind down at night. I get so stressed, I can go 2 to 3 weeks sometimes with only getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep.
I appreciate your comments there. Thank you.
So take care and just be aware that you can do things. Get those lights; they really do help with seasonal affective disorder, and maybe even some sound therapy that's out there. There's certain hertzes I think that can help with the blues and stuff like that. I'm not familiar with them as much, but Definitely the lights are very helpful. And I have found some things to help me sleep. I have to use them at this time of year. Um, they help. So I wouldn't be able to sleep without them. Anyway, good luck with that.
Alrighty. So that was our show then.
That is our show. We got through everybody.
Yay.
And not quite a half hour after, almost, because we started late. We started late today, and I apologize for that. I want to thank everybody for their patience and working with us today and giving us some good questions. And I have to say, the cards were very interesting at times. Sometimes more interesting than others, but hopefully we've given you all the information you need to move forward in a positive way.
And we're going to do it again on Thursday night.
Again, Thursday night.
So check
And don't forget to join Mr. O for his Goth Tarot this week because I'll be there. Shameless self promotion, but I like to promote Mr. O as well. So check his Goth Tarot out. We're going to have a new shadow working for the month ahead for you to consider working on. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.